sending data to YouTube, still streaming on Facebook. And the goal is to be able to run both these platforms at the same time, one horizontal and one vertical through the same stream. So, okay, now it's saying I'm live on YouTube, so I'm going to double check that and just see here. And this is really going to test out my bandwidth in just a second, just to see if this will work out. Again, hopefully you can still see me on Facebook. Although, not. Okay, it says I have 71 on Facebook and 4 on YouTube. Again, I'm testing this out here, a total of 74 people. I'm testing this out this evening and doing a vertical format on Facebook and a horizontal format on YouTube. Again, I've lost everybody on at least the chat. Can anybody in Facebook let me know if they're still seeing this, or did it just like start over? I wonder if when I hit the other on at the same time, if that caused a problem. I'm still learning this. Okay, Zach is on Facebook. Okay, looks like Zach is writing to me on Facebook. So Facebook is up and running okay, is that correct? And then could somebody let me know if YouTube, how is YouTube working? Can you, okay, Facebook, everybody? Okay, I got Facebook. Can anybody on YouTube tell me if this is working? Everybody is on Facebook saying it's working. I've got one chat and I can tell who's on Facebook and who's on YouTube, but I'm not getting anybody from YouTube saying it's working. So let me see. It says there's people on YouTube. Says there are 8 people. Any of the people on YouTube? Okay. So now the question is the YouTube horizontal and is the Facebook for vertical? Okay. Okay, it looks like we're on our way, because if so, I'm going to do the weather tonight through this medium and see, is the quality seem good as well? And I know you're looking at the same old map. Okay, everybody says it's working. This is really good if I can pull this off, because then I just need to move it over to be able to do it in my car, which is going to happen hopefully next, and be able to stream in both platforms using one basic stream. Okay, vertical? Oh, they're both vertical. Okay, so then this didn't quite work how I wanted it. Oh, that's a bummer. Yep, I see that now. Okay. So I still have one more step. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and do a live here since I've got you on both. I see that now. Vertical on both. I have it set up so horizontal for YouTube and vertical on the other on Facebook. And so I'm missing one thing to be able to do this. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and run this anyway. And let's just do an update on the weather. And just a quick here, not going to take a huge long time. But if you do have questions, go ahead and throw it in the chat on YouTube and the comments and Facebook. I can get both of them in one stream now. And then I can also see how many people are watching on both streams. So really appreciate you joining. And hopefully if you have quality issues, let me know, because I'm trying to basically funnel 2 into one stream so that it doesn't lag. And basically I'm paying for this service to be able to just shoot it out as to one stream, even though I'm streaming 2 platforms. So let's check the temps tonight. And again, if there's any issues, let me know in the comments or on the chat and YouTube. And also the other one I would say is let me know if there are any downtimes or lags. I am using, Jamie's asking, I'm using Restream. And I've got both in, but there's a slight problem. I have it set up for vertical and horizontal, but I'm missing one piece of the puzzle, and that's the piece I haven't quite figured out. I might need somebody smarter than me to figure that part out. But I've done a lot of YouTube studying tonight and still don't quite have what I want, but at least it's streaming. So let's take a look at the temps again here, and I know I got to keep it in the center because I'm on the vertical format, but everybody is pretty much below freezing tonight. So just checking in on the temps here around the county, but we got 30, we got a light northeast wind going, especially out in the county area. Bellingham Airport's showing it, but not much. But everybody, it's going to be another cold night. And then if we go over here up the mountain, it's about 18 degrees, or excuse me, 20 degrees at Heather Meadows. So hopefully you should be able to see that. And again, I'm able to watch my own stream on this as well, so I can hopefully keep up. Okay, Jessica is asking, so here's what's the problem about the difference between horizontal and versus vertical. Facebook for a live, in order to get it really in the algorithm and it to really count for anything, has to be, they're demanding basically a vertical format for a phone. So vertical, kind of like a portrait mode, if I could say it that way. The problem is YouTube wants it horizontal. And so I'm trying to be able to stream to both. Okay, Jamie's saying, very nice format, only bummers that the name of the video or caption or the chat, depending on the display, partially covers the bottom 15%. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that part out as well. But when I run a horizontal on Facebook, I can get a fair amount of people to watch, but not as many as what I think I can on a vertical. Basically, the reels, they want reels that are vertical. So yeah, it's crazy, but now I'm also trying to do one single stream as well. So, but I appreciate the comments as well. That's just kind of the goal here. YouTube's algorithm wants it horizontal. Facebook Live wants it vertical. And I'm trying to figure it out into one stream. So instead of two separate streams, which I think I could do two separate streams, but that takes more bandwidth. Anyway, if I can get that figured out in one stream, I think I can stream out in the road. And I've also got a Starlink now, combining all this together on one stream. So, lost me on YouTube for a bit. Okay, that's not what I want to hear. So, but we'll just keep wanting it. No, not Instagram. Did I say Instagram? Okay, let me just continue on here. The high temperatures for today, max temps, I don't know if anybody got out of the 30s, but let me check. I do not see, well, across the border, it looks like got up to 40, but basically in the county, I'm not seeing anybody that got in above the 30s. So a really cold, crisp day. Yeah, I actually just tried to call Ben and called both of his numbers, and also sent him a message. So I'm hoping he can help. But he also wants to know how Restream works as well. So we're kind of working on it together. He's about 8 steps ahead of me, though. And then let me go back to this. Just checking in on December's rainfall. We're at 8.05 inches, almost double for what it is normally at this time of the year. So hopefully, let me see if, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's the green line. And again, yeah, this isn't showing up as good as I wanted. So gonna have to, again, yeah, this vertical format versus horizontal format is kind of a goofy deal, but anyway, also we are about, let's see, the high temp in Bellingham Airport was 39 today, so about 6 degrees cooler than normal, so that's going to put a dent a little bit. We are 3.5 degrees above average for the high temps right now, and we're double the rainfall total, so that's a lot of rain. We'll take a look at where we stand for the month. I've got the Mount Baker ski area that's 20 degrees right now, 17 at Pandome. No new snow until 6 o'clock this morning, where they had about somewhere between 13 and 14 inches of snow from the previous 24 hours. The one thing also, I hopefully you can see this snow level map that I have up here. It looks like the snow levels are going to be above the ski area come about middle part of the week, and right now the snow levels are very low coming tomorrow. The problem is there's just no precipitation. Although the radar was trying to show some precipitation, I think it's going to get eaten up in the lower levels by the dry air. In the upper levels by the dry air. Well, even the lower levels, and because that northeast wind or flow is so dry, continental dry air, it's just eating everything. So just again, snow levels are going to go up midweek, as we can, maybe you can see that a little bit here, even though you're on that vertical format. It is going to go, but we have overall, we have mostly dry weather coming up. Probably can't say absolutely we won't see any precipitation, but overall, I just don't think there's much of a chance for the next few days, which is good. We need some dry weather as well. So not really seeing much for precip. There'll be a lot of clouds, but oh, now they're saying it froze and buffering on both. Probably because my kid is watching a movie. I'm going to type a comment. I think it's going to go to both streams. My daughter's watching a movie, and that might be okay. Yep, I just typed that comment on one chat, and I think it went into both. This is awesome. So hopefully that came through Restream. That my daughter's probably messing up things. I forgot that she was watching a movie. So anyway, but I think that comment went to both streams. And I apologize. I'm still learning about YouTube and learning about all this streaming. This is all new to me. So, but anyway, we got high pressure that's building and just basically drying conditions over the next few days. Not really any precipitation over the next little bit of time. And you can see that I'm going to turn on the weather bell here in just a minute. If I turn this off, you should be able to see the blue and red map. So, okay, Jennifer says she did not see the comment. It says it went through. Okay, interesting. Did not come to Facebook. Well, let me look at that. It checkmarked it and said it went to Facebook, but okay, everybody says it didn't come to Facebook. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me try this. Again, I'm learning this. Try this. It says it went there. Okay, I'm trying it this way. Okay, it came through YouTube. Now check Facebook. If it didn't, then I've got another problem that I don't know what is the issue. But I just turned it over on Facebook. I'm not in Facebook app, but... Okay, you guys can all help me. Hey, you people that are on like Twitch and oh, there's another one I'm forgetting, or that stream on multiple platforms. That's the people I need to become friends with, and whether you're using OBS or not, because I'm also using that. So, and then I just need to move it over to my car. So, I got what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I just don't have it all. So, okay, now it's on Facebook. Let's take a look at the weather models, and you'll see real quickly here this high ridge of pressure, the red that's sitting off the ocean or over the ocean. And I putting this into motion as we go into Sunday. See that red blob? Yes, that's probably my son. My son needs to come help me. So, well, Jennifer doesn't see it on Facebook, but the rest of them say they do, or at least Jessica said she did. I'm not sure. Okay, well, we'll keep working on that chat part. It would be nice to be able to send stuff out one place to both platforms. So, but you see this ridge here, and that's pretty much blocking any systems coming in, and it's keeping us for the most part dry until we go into, and it'll break down as we go into Tuesday afternoon, and it shifts, basically just breaks down or shifts east, so to speak. And we've got this trough out here in the Pacific, and now we're going into Thursday, and it kind of wants to swing down mostly into California, but then maybe will come and clip us. We'll have to keep an eye on that as we go into next weekend. But what I'm seeing is dry weather for the first half of the week for the most part. Yeah, Jessica, if you want to send screenshots, I don't know if you can send them here, but you can message me on the weather page. So again, I don't know if you can drop screenshots through Facebook in the comments. I can't remember when we're doing a live. So basically nice weather overall, cool, and then starting to warm up a little bit into the 40s as we go into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the low temps overnight will probably be in the, low to mid 30s. And then Tuesday night will be a little bit warmer. And then our chance of rain will return midweek. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Not a whole lot of much of anything going on, which is probably a welcome break for everything that's happened. And I'm not going to even take a look at the Euro tonight. I think that's really what's coming, is not a whole lot, which is good. Okay, thanks, Jessica, for messaging. And I just wanted to update you on the accumulation for the month of December and show you where we stand all time for how much precip in the month of December. So I'm thinking you can see my, and I may have to fix this in just a second, but let me restrict the range here. Let me just take a look at this. And I want to show you, I think we're in the top 5 all time. Well, that is if I get the right airport. And we are number 4, and that's probably where we're going to end. Even though there's a few days missing, we are number 4. And I don't know if you can see that, so let me, and I know how I might be able to move this just a little bit. Let's see if this will work. Can you see that better now? Let's see, can you see my, no, can't still see my graphic because I'm locked in. Well, and again, still learning this vertical format, but you might be able to see, it says 5 days. You might not see the left column, but we're the one you need to see, but we're number 4 right now for most rain in the month of December since 1949. 8.05 inches. The only ones above us, 1975, 8.29 inches. 1949, the first year they took this, 8.38 inches, or the first year of records at the airport. And number 1 is 9.99 for 1979. They missed 10 inches by 0.01. I'm sorry you can't quite see the value because I have this locked in. You know what? I bet you I can unlock this 1 second here. Let me unlock this and see if I can move this while I'm streaming. Hold on 1 second here. Nope, I can't do it while I'm I cannot unlock it while I'm streaming. That's too bad. Oh, there we go. Let's see if you can see it now. Let's see if that helped. Can you see all the top precip now? I slid it over. We'll see if anybody can see the values. Can you see the top 5 now? Or it's the top 10, but we're number 4. Let's see if Keith or Jen or Jessica. So, okay, T-Death 2000 says, watching on the big screen. Okay, yes. Okay, so now you can see it. So we are number 4 all time. This is for the month of December, the most amount of rain. So in the 21 flood, November was the rainiest month ever in the history. Not just for November, but for all months. We are now sitting number 4 all time for December. That's crazy, if as we look at this. So, yeah, I don't know if I have a whole lot else to talk about tonight other than I'm kind of running this test and it's kind of a failure in one sense. It's working on the vertical format, but I can't get both formats, so I'll continue to play with that. Regarding lowland snow chances, not seeing much for that at all. So, but Kara's saying, are we not going to have a lowland snow event? We aren't even at the end of December, and we can have lowland snow events, basically good ones, until the end of February. Yes, we can see snow in March, but with the sun angle starting to really pop up, it's hard to keep that snow on the ground. And then, of course, we've had the once in a few years of April, we might see something, but it's not sticking around. So it's basically, we still got 2 months. Although right now there's nothing that would indicate any lowland snow at this point. Mountain snow, yes, but not lowland snow. Keith says, are we seeing the Fraser River outflow? And the answer is yes. Let me go back to that. Yes, we have seen, this is reconnecting. Well, that's too bad. Too many movies being watched by my daughter. Haha. So I'm going to show you something on this other one. And right here, I'll show you the Fraser outflow. Good Saturday evening, Brian. We're streaming on both platforms in a vertical format tonight. But if you notice, here is the wind, and with the gust, this is northeast wind. Hopefully you can see that. Let me move it over just a little, and hopefully you can see Sumas. Let's see, did I move that over enough? Let me move this over a little bit more, and hopefully you can really see that Fraser outflow. And it's right in here. Okay, right in here. Shireen, I didn't. Did you message me? I'll take a look at that in just a little bit to see. So we have, yeah, just Fraser outflow and not very much anymore. But yes, that's what is going. And actually, if I pull up, see here, to get lowland snow at sea level, let me show you something here. And I'm not sure how this is going to show up on your screen. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can see the Pacific Northwest. And actually, at 5,000 feet, which is what I'm showing you with these blue squiggly lines, okay, you need -6. You need -6 at 5,000 feet, basically. Obviously, you need moisture, but that's one of the ingredients you use. Currently, at 850s, I got to count this backwards. It looks like we're about -10. Let's see, you got to follow this line. -10 is this line. Between, -9 and -10. Okay? That's these blue lines. Celsius. This is Celsius. -9 to -10, depending on where. Mountains is -10 at 5,000 feet. And then it's -9 above us. We have cold air above us right now. Okay? Cold enough for lowland snow. We have no moisture. And that's the one thing when you get northeast wind, that's a dry air. You need some kind of system to come close to get that. And right now we have the cold air, cold enough for snow all the way to the lowlands, to sea level, but not any moisture to work with. So we're missing, obviously, one of the big ingredients. But we need you can't have snow, if it's too warm. But then the hard thing here is we lose, it's just dry air coming from BC, and it just dries the atmosphere, and it takes the higher levels and even down to the lower levels gets dried out by this northeast wind. And so I've always called it Pac-Man, and you really need moisture to overcome that. And it needs to be a good low pressure system. And then we can get a blizzard because we can get a northeast wind, plus we can get snow. And if you've lived in Whatcom County in the Fraser outflow area, you know what that means. And so, yeah, cold air and no moisture. Cold enough for snow, but no moisture to work with here. So, yeah, sad in one way, but probably a break for those who got hit with the flooding and those who probably don't want snow in the lowlands. But I'm so glad we got snow up in the mountains. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't think I have much else tonight, and I'm glad I've tested this. I really appreciate you all joining me. I know there's been a couple issues, but I think overall we'll keep working on this, and I really appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. I think I'm going to call it a night. Maybe go work out at the gym before I hit bed for the night and call it. So thank you again for joining me on this test.